morning, everybody. Today, I'm very happy to share a book with you. It's called Love Without Limits. Now, first of all, I would like to show you a picture. Can you see a baby? He looks very beautiful, right? Very lovely. But what's wrong with him? He has no limbs, no arms, no legs. Look at this picture. How would you feel if he were your baby? If he were your baby, how would you feel? Would you like to have such a baby? If you were his mother, would you feel hopeless? Do you think he would have a bright future? Who is he? He is called Nick Vujicic. Actually now, he is an evangelist, a motivational speaker, and a famous author. Well, he has written many inspiring books before. How many? Well, you can find some from the library. Those books include Life Without Limbs, Your Life Without Limits, and of course, the one that I'm going to share today, Love Without Limits. His books are so popular that they have been translated into over 30 languages. Over 30 languages. That means many people can read his story from different countries. How can such a person, someone who has no limbs, create a good life? Now look at this picture. You can see him. He's studying at school, all right? And this is he now. He's the first physically disabled student studying in a mainstream school. Well, being a smart young man, he graduated from Griffith University at the age of 21, only a few years older than you are now, with a Bachelor of Commerce degree and a double major in accounting and financial planning. So do you think he was a smart student at school? Well, how could someone without limbs go to school? How could he learn to read and write? Originally, his toes or feet were fused. And then the doctors wanted to help him very much at that time. So what could they do? An operation was performed to separate the toes so that he could use them as fingers to grab and then to turn pages or do other things. He writes with 2 toes on his left foot and a special grip that slid onto his big toe. He can type up to 45 words per minute. That means very fast. The lack of limbs makes him unusual in a physical sense, but this cannot stop his passion in sports. He enjoys golf, swimming, and even skydiving. Look at him. He can swim, he can play golf. I will show you a video about him, how he plays golf and how he swims.
My doctors never thought that I'd be able to walk, and today I'm walking.
Don't be afraid of work, don't be afraid to try, don't be afraid to network, and don't be shy. Go out and try, and you never know who you may inspire along the way.
That
watching the video, do you feel amazed? Well, then what has changed his life? When he was young, he always prayed that God would give him arms and legs one day. That means when he woke up one day, he had arms and legs, then it would be incredible. It would be wonderful. So he thought if his prayer remained unanswered, he would not praise God anymore. He thought that God would not love him. However, luckily one day, his mother showed him a newspaper article about a man dealing with a severe disability. Nick realized that he was not unique in his struggles. That means he was not the only one who suffered from this disability. And he began to embrace his lack of limbs. That means he appreciated this. He realized his accomplishments could inspire others and become grateful for his for his life. He knew that all this was God's plan. He started giving talks and he became very famous later. Now, despite the physical inabilities, his desire to find love and to be loved was no different from any young man like you and me. Not me, I'm old enough, but like you and your friends. Now, honestly speaking, will you choose someone without limbs to be your boyfriend, to be your love, or to be your husband? Think about this. I'm sure many girls would say no. So truly, he experienced rejection, crushes, and loneliness on his journey to romance and lasting love. He always had awkward moments with girls, alright? So girls seemed to be with him. However, those girls would leave him. Sometimes he liked the girls secretly, and then he felt betrayed and hurt when his love was not returned. He could not find anyone who loved him in the same way as he loved her. Luckily, something incredible happened. How did Kenny get into Nick's life? This is Kenny, his wife now, a beautiful lady. How did she get into his life? Now, in the book, according to what he had written, he said, love found Nick and Kenny, that is, love found them through God's grace. Now, most love journeys are not smooth. When Nick first met Nikki, actually they met in the most amazing way. They already understood that God was their ultimate matchmaker. God had used their discouraging and painful experiences to prepare them for each other. However, challenges came when Nick found that Kenny had a boyfriend at that time. Kenny had a boyfriend. So, what could Nick do? The problem got even worse when Kenny's sister, now Kenny had a sister who was involved in their relationship owing to some misunderstanding. Now, when you read the book, you would know what the misunderstanding was. Surely, there must be other obstacles. So how could they overcome all these obstacles to try find true love? Would you like to know how they finally got true love? Well, I'm not going to tell you the whole story, of course. Please read the book, Love Without Limits. I'm sure you'll enjoy reading it, and you must be inspired after reading this book. And I hope that you can try to find other books written by him as well. They would be very interesting, and they are not difficult at all. So please go to read these books in your free time. Thank you.